coming up all the way from Colorado, not quite Trinidad and Tobago, but Colorado, is a wonderful artist named, I'm sorry, Kaia.
It's
Kaia.
Kaya.
Kaia. Oh my gosh, I got it right the first time I said it, and then I totally just forgot. I'm
It's
so,
all good.
it's all good.
I
Thank
have
you.
a hard name. But thank
Well,
you.
it
I'm so
could
happy to
go
be
either
here.
way. Yeah, it could go either way with the spelling.
I
So,
know.
my goodness, Kaia. Okay. Kaia, it's wonderful to meet you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for having me. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm actually from Colorado, but I'm currently living in Kansas City, Missouri. Not
Okay.
too far apart, but a little different.
A little different.
Um, yeah, I play guitar and piano, and I teach music lessons, and I do all sorts of random stuff, play at weddings, and just honored to be here. So thank you for having me.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. How long have you been in worship ministry?
I have periods where I will work in a worship leading position or help out in the band at a church, but I'm currently not doing music, just taking a break at church wise.
Okay.
It's not my only, but writing songs, I think what I want to share more about is my songs, I feel like have different messages in them that are Christian themed, but can be hopefully more universal to reach anybody.
Yeah.
So even though I personally am a Christian, my songs are more universal. And I just wanted to share that before I started because I want to share more about the songs and just help us appreciate, you know, the messages in them that we all can celebrate.
I love that. I
That
love
probably sounded crazy, but
not at all.
thanks.
No. No, you're speaking my language. That's how I write too. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it. Tell us about your first song that you've got for us.
Thanks. So, a few years back, I did a little winter solstice concert, and we were able to bring a few artists together, and everyone shared songs themed about winter. Uh, Sounds kind of cliche because it's winter, but the solstice means it's the darkest night of the year, which usually happens around Christmas, which is kind of cool that we celebrate Christmas and like have all the lights. Something that's really sad to me is in January we turn off the lights and then it's all over,
And
you
it's still
know.
dark.
Yeah, it's like so bleak. This is a song called Pines. The words are, "Don't fear the winter, because your leaves won't fall. Your roots will grow deeper and you will stand tall."
Mm,
And it's about how even in the winter, the leaves fall off, but apparently the roots stay alive and they keep growing. So even though it looks like things might be bleak, that's when we can go deeper and just continue to grow stronger. So that's what this song is about. I hope you enjoy. Have a little speaker here, so hopefully this works out okay. Let me know in the comments or anything if there's any issues.
all
Here
right.
we go.
Awesome.
Here's Pine.
Thank you.
Oh, green giant, you've been standing on
That is beautiful. Wow.
Thank
And
you.
everyone online is loving that, just loving the message of that. Ah, that is gorgeous. One quick housekeeping thing. Red says to ask if you can turn on your mic up.
Yes, thank you.
You sing softer than you talk.
I do, isn't that weird? I'll try not to talk too loud and sing louder.
Okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
The opposite issue of Yolanda.
Yeah.
Yolanda to hold that mic up closer when she was talking, and then when she got singing,
Great job, Yolanda. That was so awesome. I loved all your songs. Thank you for sharing all those.
oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
That was that you paint beautiful word pictures.
Oh,
And I absolutely love that. I love that. That's just one thing that always speaks to me. So I just I don't know. It resonated with me. I hope I'm sure it resonated with everyone else. So
oh, thank you.
oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So tell us, where do you get your inspiration? Just life in general. How do you approach the writing process?
Yeah, actually, that's a great question. I think it can come from anywhere, but I think it tends to be what I'm thinking about. Like, for example, on this next song, I've been reading this book. It's called The Journey of Desire by John Eldridge.
Oh,
And have you read that, or if anybody's read it?
haven't read that one, but I do. I know his work. Yeah.
He's
Um,
pretty famous. Yeah.
he did. John Eldredge. He correct me if I'm wrong, but he did. Oh,
Sacred Romance is usually pretty famous. Sacred Romance, he wrote Wild at Heart.
that was the one I was
There's a
thinking.
few others too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wild at Heart is the one that I've read, and then his wife did Captivating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just, I just picked this up off the shelf, and the message of the first chapter is all about just like we have these expectations of what we think life should be. Or we know, C.S. Lewis kind of talked about, we know like are with our conscience what is right and wrong, and we know what things should be. I know there's a book out there, I haven't read it, but it's called um what's called something like this isn't how it should be, you
Okay.
know? And I feel like that's a common theme that has been coming into my life over and over again. This next song is about that, just about knowing that life here on earth is not perfect, and we long for heaven. We long, creation groans to be made complete with God again. And the book is sort of just about sometimes if we're too comfortable, we don't notice. Or if you don't know God and you might be living your life and you want things, you know that things should be a certain way, but it doesn't fall to place.
Mhm.
It just kind of reminds me of Ecclesiastes, where there's a season and a time for everything. But at the end of Ecclesiastes, the author says the only thing that's not meaningless is to know God, you know? And I just think that my next song is about searching. This is a premiere. I've never played this song in public.
Awesome.
It's about searching for that meaning and like longing to be with God, but waiting on this side of heaven. So it's
Uh,
called Knots.
I'm sorry, what's it called?
Knots. I got all these little, yeah, I guess you're right. I am visual. Knots. Hope you all enjoy.
Perfect.
From oasis to oasis, I am searching for a love to satisfy. On the edge of all I know, I am left wanting. How much longer must I just survive? You say to wait, it's not the right time. Though I'm broken too, waiting on my side. I don't know if I can do this without you. I'm tangled in knots. I'm tangled in knots. I can't from the inside. How much longer till I can abide? You say to wait, it's not the right time. Though I'm broken too, waiting on my side. I don't know if I can do this without you. I'm tangled in knots. You say to wait, it's not the right time. Though I'm broken too, waiting on my side. I don't know if I can do this without you. I'm tangled in knots. You leave me here to wait on the shoreline. My heart a lighthouse burning in the night. The fog is thick, the world's on fire. Hope you can find me. I'm waiting here. I hope you can find me. Hope you can find me. You say to wait, it's not the right time. Though I'm broken too, waiting on my side. I don't know if I can do this without you. I'm tangled in knots.
Wow.
That's nuts.
That was
Thanks.
absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I always laugh about online concerts because at the end of each song, it's like silence.
Okay.
Clap for myself.
All right. 2, 3. We're gonna clap our can. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Thank
Smile.
you. Yeah, I feel like Yolanda was here to bring the joy, and then I'm here to like chill you out, make you think. But sorry, I hope it's not a downer. I just, at the holidays, I really think that we get distracted and we get busy and we get, the shining little lights seem like they're enough sometimes, or we think we're okay, but we forget to slow down. There's this other book I love. It's called The Dawning of Indestructible Joy here. This is a devotional by John Piper.
I was gonna ask if that was a devotional by Yolanda.
Yeah, Yolanda, please let us know with your devotional. We'll all buy it. But there's so many good books and ideas. I guess that was something you asked me earlier, where I get some ideas. And on the third day, I think he talks about becoming disenchanted with the things of this world, and just not getting too wrapped up and distracted. And we need to shed that to be able to really find the true deeper meaning of God. And so even though I feel like that song's a little bit of a downer, it's like that yearning to search for what's real and what's true. And we forget if we're comfortable sometimes, you know?
Exactly. Well, your first line in that really struck me. From oasis to oasis, I'm left searching. And that's such a beautiful, just, it's stark, but it's a gorgeous just painting of how our lives are. We go from one high to the next, and the rest of our lives we are searching for, okay, what do you have next for us, God? Sometimes we forget that that's the point of it, though. That journey is the point of it. It's in those times of searching that's where we learn, that's where we grow, that those highs are beautiful and we love them, and God gives them to us at just the right time, just when we need them the most. And but the rest of the time, it's to stretch us and grow us and keep us yearning for Him. And like you said, this side of heaven, we're not gonna find that perfection.
Yeah, right.
That's
The
beautiful.
winter, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, no, please.
The winter is like the ultimate metaphor for everything dying and just waiting for spring to come back to life, right? It's like the oasis is like the opposite is the desert to be dry and the winter to be dead. And we focus on the highs, but I know I read in a book recently, and now I don't know which one, how important the lows are. And if our lives were just all highs, which we know that that's how it should be, that the world should be good and that people should do the right thing and that, you know, we have that inherent knowing of what it should be. But then when it's low, when God is growing us, that's when we change the most. We can learn the most about His strength and who we are in Him. Without that, it's just like all highs. I think that there are people like, like little kids, they're like, God, can you give me a pony? And then they're like, God didn't give me a pony. He's not real. And it's like, it sounds funny when you say it that way, but I think a lot of people are searching for the highs, and they forget that there's so much more going on at the same time below the surface.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
don't know. Words fall short, and it's just captivating to me. So I just keep writing songs about it.
And that's all that we can do as
Yeah.
songwriters. I love it. So tell us about your.
Amen. Okay, this next song, I'm so glad that Yolanda brought up Joy to the World. I was thinking about how that song says, let every heart prepare him room.
Mhm.
This one's a little happier. It's called Make Room. No one moves me like you do, God. No one sees into my heart and still loves me like you. No one hears me like you do, God. No one sees my secret thoughts and still loves me like you. Father, teacher, faithful friend, it's only you I trust to mend me. Nothing on earth compares to this first love, first love. Let me make room. Let me make room for you. Let me make room for you. There is none like you. There is no one like you. There is none like you. No one heals me like you do, God. No one sees my secret heart and still loves me like you. Father, teacher, faithful friend, it's only you I trust to mend me. Nothing on earth compares to this first love, first love. So let me make room. Let me make room for you. Let me make room for you. There is none like you. There is no one like you. There is none like you. Fill up my heart, fill up my lungs, fill up my whole life and help me breathe. Fill up my heart, fill up my lungs, fill up my whole life and help me breathe. I want your whole light, I want your whole love, I want your whole light inside of me. I want your whole light. Lord, let me make room. Yay! Clap for myself. Oh, thanks for listening, everybody. I know that we all sure appreciate you being here.
Amen. Amen. Oh my goodness, Kaia, that was absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to say that after all of your songs, I think. But yeah, your writing, I think you just make us all think. You know, everyone's been silent online. That very rarely happens. So I know you have just got us all just listening and transfixed. So that is really something there, that we're just hanging on every word because you just string them together so beautifully.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for listening. Really appreciate it.
So was that it, or do you have one more for us?
You know, I have one more, but I know that we're running behind, so I'm happy to wrap it up there. I want to make sure the other artists have plenty of time to shine. So, if you want to follow me on any other platforms, I am working on a new EP, and that should be out throughout the beginning of next year. I hope maybe the spring, not like January. But if you want to find me on whatever platforms that you enjoy, I should have a profile there. Red is saying one more.
I see that.
Hmm.
Now you can't tease one more and then not deliver here.
Okay, I'll do a quick one. This is one that I told myself I'm not going to play any songs from the new EP until it's out, but I can't help it. So I hope you enjoy. It's called Tomorrow Always Comes. Just a reminder that the spring always comes, you know, wrapping up the metaphors. We go through these dark times, but that we'll go up again, and God gives us strength for every season. So I hope you enjoy.
It's gonna get lighter again.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. Sometimes I think tomorrow will never come. All the things I dream, all the things I want. And I close my eyes, try to think happy thoughts. My mind's playing tricks on me. My new enemy, enemy. I am fighting, I am trying, I am fighting, fighting who I am. I will go where I want, I will walk where I ought. I am my own typhoon. I will search for the answers, I'm not going under. I won't give up, tomorrow always comes. Sometimes I take a good hard look at myself, who I wanna be and who I wanna help. And I close my eyes wishing I was someone else. This is the life I'm given. I'm not a slave or a victim. So I'll go where I want, I will walk where I ought. I am my own typhoon. I will search for the answers, I'm not going under. I won't give up, tomorrow always comes. Yay. All right. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you for having me. And I
Thank
hope
you
you all,
so much for sharing. We're so honored that you shared your brand new stuff. Premiere on Red's Room. Always love that.
thank you.
Oh, it was so great having you. I'm sure you will be back at some point soon, right? Right? You're coming.
I will definitely stick around. I'm excited to see more concerts and see the rest of the artists tonight. So yay.
Oh goodness,
Thank
yeah.
you, Kat.
No, I'm talking about in the future. Red went the
Both.
red, yeah, and Yolanda too. Red's like, you guys are both coming back. No, oh, thank you so much. So definitely check out Kaia. We are going to be looking forward to that new EP with that beautiful song Tomorrow Always Comes. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Kat.
Thank you.